Getting us started.
Good morning. Today I would like to let you know something. This horrible economic crisis is already affecting my pocket. I also have a question for you. Please raise your hand if anyone in this room has been affected too. Thank you. I also have a friend. His name is Hector Franco. He's the vice principal at Helms Middle School, and like many other Americans, he's worried about this economic situation we have these days. 2 weeks ago, I conducted a survey, and it showed that 62% know someone who lost a job, 48% know someone who has postponed higher education, and 66% know someone who lost a house. I have a short interview video clip with Mr. Franco that I would like to show you. Just a moment, please. Thank you, Mr. Franco, for receiving me in your work. How has the economic crisis impacted your student population?
In several ways. An increase in the number of students and parents who come and change their addresses. Some of our students, they had to move to a relative's or a friend's home. We see the change in some of our students, their behavior become very withdrawn, or they start acting on the stress, what's affecting them. We may see an increase on the number of dropout students. Parents have lost their job. The job that they perform is in one of those areas of the economy that has been hit harder, like construction, like manufacturing, like the service sector, in restaurants, in stores. It has impacted almost everybody, rich and poor.
Today we are going to examine the causes that originate this economic turmoil that is making people to lose their homes, jobs, and also the opportunity to obtain higher education. In the 90s, the Congress encouraged banks to make loans to people who have bad financial credit history. By then, these toxic loans allow many people to their American dream of owning a house, and of course, for banks to make more loans. This risky new way of financing create the housing price boom since late 90s through 2007. At the same time, it create the horrible banking crisis we have these days. The effects of the housing industry were compounded by the rapid increase in the price of energy and commodities like corn, wheat, soy, beans, among other goods. That decreased household purchasing power and increased inflation. Unscrupulous investment bankers offer to consumers loans that require nothing down. Mr. Franco is a good example. He decided to buy a house in Hercules 2 years ago, unaware of the housing crisis yet to come. Like him, many average Americans with the dream of owning a house embarked and knowing into the precipice that put them in a very financially unstable situation. The effects of this recession on consumers is that less people and businesses would be able to obtain loans, and forcing the population to spend less and make the unemployment rate even higher. This will have a profound effect on our local communities, especially the people with low skills or education. Banks are not lending to anyone, even among themselves, because they need themselves the cash to stay afloat. the only other option is to go foreclosed or bankrupt. I could see outside my house how the number of foreclosed or auction homes on my street, which is putting down even more the price of our homes. This bad economy has forced many Americans to cut on their spending. For example, if you go to a Hilltop Mall, you could see many empty spaces. It's because the old businesses are already gone. As a result, cities and counties are unable to collect the money they were getting by these businesses. According to the West County Times, in 2008, United States lost 32,000 jobs in this country. Mr. Franco pointed out, many families in our immediate neighborhoods are being hurt already, especially minorities such as Latinos and African Americans. As we have seen, the economic prospects of millions of Americans are very uncertain. I hope our new elect President Barack Obama could find quick solutions, at least to lessen the effects of this economic crisis we have today. Thank you very much for your attention.
All right, some feedback for Wilson.
And the idea that we're not alone, that we have an opportunity to work with each other and capture a value system and a sense of shared sacrifice that generations before us enjoyed and created. The greatest generation that Tom Brokaw writes about, a World War II generation, and generations.
All right. Okay. That's another.
Time can bring you down. Time can bend your knee. Time can break your heart. I never knew how hard it was to lose someone you love until the day you went to heaven. Even though I can see you, I know you are up there watching me over. We all have experienced the loss of someone we really love, or possibly know a friend who has gone through this painful stage. Facing death can break even the strongest person, but when a child has to face that for several days alone, the situation is even harder. Today you will hear a true story about a little boy who lived for 10 days alone with his dead mom. It was reported in January of this year. Eric Clapton, that's Tears in Heaven, is about the pain he felt following the 1991 death of his son. And taking from me a poem written by Angie Flores in memory of her dead mom. The little boy wore pajama, a hoodie sweatshirt, and boots. He lived on chips and donuts. Purchased $1 at the time from the liquor store next to the apartment. He was usually short, but Mr. Saku, the liquor store owner, let the little boy slide. I didn't understand why she kept that boy apart from the others. And also at school. She was very overprotective of him. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Will it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong to carry on, because I know I don't belong here in heaven.
Mrs. Stoner, the next door neighbor, said that the little boy, mother, fled Katrina in 2005 and had lost her husband through the storm. She was a godly person. She never said any bad words.
I noticed the apartment lights were on for several days. I understand why any 8 years old doesn't want to be alone in the dark. The boy did everything he could. He just tried to survive.
The last day, when the boy loaded the counter in the liquor store with hamburger buns, turkey, candy, and tried to pay with an expired credit card and his mother's driver license, the owner of the store, Mr. Sacco, asked the boy, "Where is your mama? I need to talk to her." By then, the boy's mother had been dead inside her apartment for 10 days.
I still need you here. When you die, a part of me died too. You were the one to make everything so clear. You are a part of me, and I'm a part of you. I miss you more and more every day, and all I can do is pray.
Wow.
I like how in every character that you didn't do it half-hearted. You put conviction and heart, and I like that.
Thank you.
I think that was what else? That should be the standard for oral and Turk. I was like,
Yeah.
That was good.
Some of the things that I noticed, you had a very strong thesis. Throughout the presentation, I thought about death, I thought about adversity and hardship. Body positioning was very clear. Voice changes and body language, the expression with the hand and the face was very clear. And most of all, what I enjoyed was the continuity. It flowed throughout from the beginning to the end. It was very, very smooth.
Thank you.
I loved your entertainment. That was very entertaining. That was very good. Your transitions was excellent. You should, be a playwright or something. But your gesture, your body language, everything, it was excellent.
Thank
It
you.
was very good.
Thank you.
You put the bar so hard.
I loved it. I think you did an excellent job. You had a range of characters, from the 3 distinct characters as well as your public speaking voice when you did your introduction. Your introduction was solid. You discussed what the theme was. You obviously had your thesis. And then each of your pieces of literature, you gave a brief background as to their importance with regards to your themes. It was very, very solid. If we add in about 2 more cuttings, you'll be able to go to competition with this.
Yeah.
So you're already set to go. So
Yeah.
something to consider, because it was very well done, and it's a very competitive piece with the way that you delivered it.
Mhm.
So
Thank you.
excellent and extremely entertaining.
Figure who is obviously coming to power at a unique time, and I think that was